Happy Tuesday and welcome inside Smith Gymnasium for what promises to be a fun night of hoops. Jonathan Rifkin with you for our CIF San Diego Prep Insider San Diego section game of the day. The La Jolla Country Day Tories taking on the Army-Navy Warriors here from Smith Gymnasium. We're going to step aside for our opening national anthem break. When we come back, I'm going to get you set for everything that you need to know for one of the longest running basketball matchups in all of North County. Army-Navy taking on La Jolla Country Day. Coming up next, you're watching the CIF San Diego section Prep Insider game of the day, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. Back in a moment for the start of the game.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose bright shoulders and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly strewn. And the rugged red thorns bursting in air, yet they flew through the night, and our flag was still there. Oh, who say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
What an incredible rendition of our nation's anthem. Welcome back inside Smith Gymnasium. Jonathan Rifkin on the call with you, executive producer and cameraman Ed Arufo on hand, as well as we get you set for Army-Navy taking on La Jolla Country Day. 29 matchups between these two schools since 2005. The Army-Navy Warriors own 16 of the 29 games. That means 13 wins for La Jolla Country Day, but the Tories, they've won 6 of the last 7. Both these teams getting set. La Jolla Country Day coming into tonight at 5-1 on the season. They're riding a 5-game winning streak after losing to San Marcos to open up the season. They beat Scripps Ranch, San Diego, Coronado, Foothills Christian, and coming off their win back on the 8th against Mission Bay. On the other side for Army-Navy, 0-2 on the season. They opened up at El Camino, actually hosting El Camino. They lost in overtime 62-60. And then 3 days ago, back on the 10th, they lost 77-46 to Rancho Bernardo. This is the first road game for Coach Bobby Huggins and the Warriors. As they get you set on the court for the starters, I will get you the starters here first for the visiting Army-Navy High School Warriors under the helm of the famed Bob Huggins. In the backcourt will be the point guard and junior at 5'8", 140 pounds, Isaiah Reed. Chris Huggins will join him on the wing, 6'2", senior at 175 pounds. Jacob Honeycutt, the other guard, a junior at 6'1", 170. Ashton Reed, 5'10", junior. And then the center, 6'7", sophomore, Garang Dang. On the other side for La Jolla Country Day, as announced by first-year head coach DJ Gay, but spent 3 seasons prior at Victory Christian Academy in Chula Vista. He has 47 wins and 35 losses to his name to this date as a varsity head coach. and he announces the following 5 starters. Tate Smith will be in the backcourt along with Mark Bajin and Jake Altman down low. Yannick Moores, and Richard and Wike. The last time these two teams matched up, Army-Navy lost. The last time that the Warriors have downed La Jolla Country Day was back on January 22nd, 2019. They won 62 to 47. However, the series was not always dominated by La Jolla Country Day. Back in 2007 to 2010, the Warriors won 7 straight games. That is the largest in the series, the longest winning streak in the series today. Well, we are ready to rock and roll here on the broadcast. Both teams ready to go. It'll be the black and Vegas gold uniforms for RV Navy Academy from Carlsbad. White numbers outlined in gold on the front and back, La Jolla Country Day, and they're all whites. Blue numbers and letters on the front and back with a blue stripe on the white pants as well. Ready to go here from Smith Gymnasium. First home game with fans at Country Day. The players were allowed 2 each. And we'll see if maybe the fans make a difference here, though this team is undefeated at home, this only being their second home game of the season. In the middle, it's going to be Garang Dang jumping it up with Richard and Wike. Sophomore 6'7", and Dang. And Wike, the junior, at 6'6". It goes to La Jolla Country Day. And immediately whistles. Well, the shot clock didn't start, which I guess happens sometimes, but you need to be able to hold. Now, there are 2 states in the nation that don't have high school shot clocks, Oregon and New Jersey. I called Oregon high school basketball, and you need a shot clock in the sport. So I'm glad that we figured this out. It's going to be side out Tories as we get it sorted out. All right, 28 seconds on the shot clock. 8 seconds into the game. Here we go. Mark Bajin takes it up, and he's picked up immediately by Ashton Reed. He swings it right wing. Tate Smith tries to find a cutting in Wike, but it's taken away here by the Warriors on the counter. Huggins brings it back up top to Reed. Ball moving into the middle is knocked away by Smith. Retained here, floated up, but not in by Ashton Reed. Offensive board falls, but not hit by Jacob Honeycutt. Tories maintain possession here and counter. Mark Bajin with it. Goes to Enrique on the right shoulder. This is going to be the matchup to watch here tonight. Dang versus Enrique. Enrique goes at him, slips, falls. Ball curtails out of play, and that'll be a Tories turnover. No score here. 7:12 to play, opening quarter. Coach DJ Gade to my left, Coach Bobby Huggins to my right, barking out orders to their respective squads. The 2-3 zone defense. Ball is taken away here by the Tories. Smith guns it up, and the lay-in is good by Jake Altman. 2-0. Tories strike first here, a minute into the game. Isaiah Reed, the point guard, bringing it up. A little back and forth in the backcourt. And his feed goes errant, taken away once again by Smith. Up to Bajin this time, left wing. Mark Bajin, left baseline, dribble drive, too hard off the iron. Ball is swatted down off of the Warriors. It'll be retained by La Jolla Country Day. The Tories coming off of a 57-47 win at Mission Bay. Ironically, this will be the first time that they're at Mission Bay this season. They'll be back there on May 22nd. I'll be on the call for that game in the Battle of the Bay. On the inbounds, ball is taken away by the Warriors. Aaron pass up the court, and it's taken away by Enrique, and he tries to jam it, but a foul as Isaiah Reed hacked him from behind. Richard Enrique will head to the line for 2. 2-0 score here. Minute 45 into this ball game. Only score to this point was the lay-in by Jake Altman on the fast break. Richard Enrique back at the free throw line. Of course, spent some time away from the program during the COVID offseason. Back at it as he swishes in the first. No changes on either side here as we're only a minute and a half into this ball game. 4-0. Enrique is good, 2 for 2. Something that he's been trying to improve because he gets to the line a lot is his free throw shooting. Isaiah Reed taking it up now. And that trap, he's able to get through Altman. Picked up by Bajin. Nice little dribble drive. Corner three unloaded and canned by Jacob Honeycutt. And Army Navy is on the board 4-3, and timeout taken by the Tories. 6:09 to go here, opening quarter, 4-3 the score. And Week A with 2 free throws. Jake Altman with a 2. And on the other side, a big 3 hit by Jacob Honeycutt brings us to the 6:09 mark and a timeout. We'll step aside for a quick break. Actually, no, we won't. We're going to pay some bills, as each and every broadcast is sponsored by Mission Fed Credit Union. Mission Fed Credit Union is proud to partner with the CIF San Diego section, and they're also San Diego's largest member-owned non-for-profit full-service financial institution exclusively serving San Diego County. Banking at Mission Fed means doing good for San Diego by putting money back into the communities through supporting and helping hundreds of local nonprofit organizations. Thank you to Mission Fed Credit Podcast. Out of the timeout, 4-3, Tories up over the Warriors in possession of the basketball. It's Bajin right wing bringing it up, picked up by Reed. And a man-on-man defense here, but the Tories like to bring in Weeking up to that right shoulder. We'll see if they play through him. Ball is kicked, though, off the right foot of Reed. It'll stay with La Jolla Country Day. For the Tories, since 2005, they've only played 2 teams more than they've played Army Navy, that being Foothills Christian and Torrey Pines. Now look, a zone look here. 1-2-1 zone defense for the Warriors. 8 on the shot clock. Nice find. Bajin left block, floats it up too hard. Ball's batted around, and it looked like Bajin took a knock on the back of the head. He's back coming slowly. On the other end, though, Reed with it up top. Nice little dribble move. Swings it right wing. And then a foul called on the attempted drive by Reed. He got wrapped up with Tate Smith. 5:25 remaining here, opening quarter, 4-3 the score. An Altman layup, 2 free throws by Richard and Week A account for all 4 points for Country Day. Army Navy has a 3 from the corner by Jacob Honeycutt for their only point so far today. It'll be under the hoop for Army Navy. Chris Huggins ready to go. Into the middle to Dang, and he walked with it. Double came, couldn't get out of trouble. And that's a turnover, first forced by the Tories, their third of the ball game. 5:20 to go here, opening quarter. Full court pressure, but pretty light here as James Way checked in for La Jolla Country Day. I believe Jonick Moores as well. But right now, Altman with it up top. Reed looking to lock him up. And the ball continues to move on the perimeter with 15 seconds to go here on the shot clock. Smith begins his drive. Back out free throw line, and Week A, nice stutter step, can't hit, but the follow by Moores, he can't hit. Fresh shot clock possession, though, goes to the Tories as they keep it alive. And Week A turns, spins, fouled, can't finish with the jam, but it go to the line for 2. Ashton Reed picking up another foul. So what's been more of a sloppy defensive battle through the first 2 minutes and 12 seconds. And Week A now 2 for 3 from the line, bricked that one. But La Jolla Country Day back to their winning ways, of course, back in 2019. Had a short season that was pretty unsuccessful, 13-24, but 2 years ago won the CIF Division III state championship. And Week A splits the pair. Good job beating the press here from the Warriors. Ball goes up top to Chris Huggins. Into the corner for 3. Ashton Reed gives it a shot and cans it. Back-to-back threes are the only makes that we've seen from the Warriors here. Way with it on the counter, bringing it up quickly. Trying to keep the defense off. Altman a little dribble drive into the corner. Morris tries a 3, can't answer back. It's an air ball. Honeycutt with the board, and the counter now comes from Reed and the Warriors. 6-5, Army Navy with their only lead here today so far. Almost 4 minutes into the ball game. 2-3 zone defense for Coach DJ Gay's squad defensively. That means you got to go into the middle, and that's the call right there. Dang facilitates it back out. Huggins tries a 3 and hits. So 3 threes for Army Navy account for all 9 of their points. And La Jolla Country Day trails 9-5. And then an unforced error in the backcourt. And Week A had Butterfingers right there as he tried to take a pass from Altman, but it finds the stands. And Army Navy with some momentum back in possession here. 3:44 to play opening quarter. Hope everybody's enjoying their Tuesday. This is the first of a long week of broadcasts for us here on the Prep Insider stream. I'll talk about it more after Isaiah Reed's three that he hits. 12-5 and an 8-0 run now for Army Navy with 3:30 to play here in the first quarter. Altman turns on the Jets, fakes the pass out too hard off the back iron. Look at Enrique, though, gets strong on the offensive glass. 12-7 now. Country Day cuts the lead to 5. We'll get to our broadcasting schedule during the next break in action. 2-3 zone defense back into effect. Back into the middle. That's how you work it. Great ball movement and a foul prior to the pass out to Huggins. And, of course, he hits the three. Why not? 3:03 remaining here, opening quarter, 12-7. Army Navy has accounted for 12 points on 4 threes here through the opening 5 minutes. On the inbound, Reed takes it up top. Facing that double, his pass is taken away by Wade. Here come the Tories now. Altman swings it right wing to the newly checked in Arufo. Ball finds the bottom of the net. 12-9. Lead is cut to 3. And that 8-0 run is answered by a 5-0 run by La Jolla Country Day. In the corner, Dang. Nice cut to Reed. Kicking it back out. Reed tries a straightaway 3. Can't hit. Remember, there's Ashton Reed and Isaiah Reed. They're both out there right now. I'll do a better job of differentiating. That was Isaiah Reed wrapping up Mark Vagine in the backcourt. Tate Smith is going to check in. Jonick Moores as well. Jake Altman, Richard and Enrique going to take a seat. And Chad Jensen coming in for Isaiah Reed, who just picked up his second foul here in the opening quarter. 2:26 to go, 12-9. La Jolla Country Day trails Army Navy. Again, 4 threes have accounted for all of Army Navy's points to this point. Ball in for the Tories. Looks like man-on-man defense here for the Warriors. Ball swung to Smith, stops high post, back out to Way, and now that 2-1-2 zone defense back into effect for the Warriors. 12-9, 2 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Army Navy in the lead. 12 on the shot clock. Way, right wing. Nice move into the corner. Moores tries a 3, off short. Airballed his opening attempt. Rebound falls to Chad Jensen and the Warriors. Here they come now. Reed goes up top to Huggins. Into the middle they go, trying to beat that zone. And then a right wing 3 is short on the attempt by Jacob Honeycutt. He's now 1 for 2 from outside. 12-9, score remains, $1:30 to play here. Opening quarter. Vagine with it, left wing. Baseline dribble, back out, 3, Smith, short, rebound, Moores. Stays with the Tories in a fresh shot clock. Very active on the boards. Way tries a southpaw 3, it's short. Honeycutt with the rebound, secures it, and here come the Warriors now. Up 12-9. It's been stagnant for both teams after a scoring outburst over the last 2 minutes. Jensen has his possession picked. Smith with it into the corner. Vagine left baseline dribble drive, stops in the middle of the paint, and just hands the ball back to Jensen. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter, 12-9 score. Dangerous pass taken away by Morris. He's in a 1-on-2. Moore is going to go straight at the defense and Reed fouls him. Jonick Moores to the free throw line for 2. Army Navy has yet to shoot a free throw in this game. They just picked up their 4th team foul. Only 2 for La Jolla Country Day to this point. And Rock Williams getting ready to check in out in front of me. Gets a little nod. I'll take that. Morris hits the first. The lead is cut, to 2. Morris trying to cut it further. Moore can't hit the back end. Rebound falls, but an over the back is called. And it'll come the other way for the Warriors. 47 seconds to go, opening quarter, 12-10 score. It'll be about a 12-second difference between the shot clock and game clock for Army Navy. Huggins brings in the ball, picked up by Vagine. And Bajin strips that one to Way, up to Smith. Smith all alone lays it in for two. And we are all tied up with no shot clock left here after a 7-0 run by La Jolla Country Day. 28 seconds to go in the quarter. Honeycutt stops right post, loses it. And now he resets to Williams. Williams lost it. Smith takes it. Huggins gets it back. A little back and forth action we go. Huggins into the corner. Honeycutt high post. The flip up by Jensen is too hard. Follows. Defense. Throws it up and away with 6 seconds to go. The Tories countering. Bajin with three. Pass down low is deflected by Honeycutt. And with 2.2 on the clock, La Jolla Country Day maintains possession under their own hoop. Fast-paced action, but neither team able to get an edge here. 12-12 score. And the Tories trying to cap off the quarter with a go-ahead basket. Moores into the corner as time expires. Hits the three. 12-15. La Jolla Country Day leads Army-Navy. We're going to step aside for our first break here on the broadcast. You are watching the Prep Insider CIF San Diego section Game of the Day, brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. 15-12, Country Day up over Army-Navy. Back in 40 seconds for the second quarter. Second quarter ready to begin here. Welcome back to Smith Gymnasium. Jonathan Rifkind on the call with you. Special thanks to Rufo, executive producer, and on camera for today's game. 15-12, La Jolla Country Day ended on an 11-0 run to take a 3-point lead against Army-Navy, but the Warriors have possession of basketball to begin the quarter. Trapped in the corner is Reed. Outlet pass to Williams. Near side corner now Jensen. And they'll reset to Reed, who unloads a 30-footer. It's short, and Wike rips down the rebound, and Tories have it. And Wike, Moores, Bajin, Smith, and Altman, the five on the court. A reverse is a little errant by Smith. The rebound, though, falls to the Tories. And Wike up top, left wing Moores, ended the quarter with a three. Brick there. He's 1 for 4 from beyond the arc tonight. 15-12. Army-Navy hasn't scored since the 4:22 mark of the first quarter. That's Isaiah Reed with it. And the rejection by Enrique on the 12-foot attempt by Garang Dang. It's Dang, Isaiah Reed, Rock Williams, Chad Jensen. And Ashton Reed, the Reed brothers, the five on the court for Coach Bobby Huggins. Not to be mistaken with Bob Huggins, the West Virginia head coach, though. They both play phenomenal defense. On the inbound, though, ball is tipped out of play. And it'll be side out here for Army-Navy. The team up from Carlsbad has played 29 times against La Jolla Country Day since 2005. And they own that season series, or that matchup series, if you will. Isaiah Reed loses it, gets it back, goes into the corner. That's Williams. Nice high post shot. And that's the first points in over 5 minutes for Army-Navy. It's a 1-point lead for Country Day, 15-14. And we'll see a platoon swap for the Warriors on the next timeout. Smith with it, 25 on the shot clock. Near side corner, Moore's with it. Wasn't sure if he was going to Smith, but Smith tries a three and hits. His first three here tonight. 18-14. Country Day extends their lead to 4. Minute and a half into the second quarter. Reed with it. Loses it in traffic. Stumbles. A scrum on the ground and a jump ball should be called. Possession arrow favors the Warriors. Platoon swap coming in now. Finnegan McGonigal checks in here along with Jacob Honeycutt. And we'll see a reappearance of Chris Huggins as well. Garang Dang and Ashton Reed remain on the court. Rather, Rock Williams will remain on the court for Coach Huggins. Country Day with it. That's Bajin. Goes high post Enrique. And this is the matchup to walk. Dang versus Enrique. Nice big boy move in Enrique with the nice footwork to get his man up in the air, get some space. 20-14. Country Day leads with 6 to go here in the half. Huggins with it. Quick pivot foot, gets it back. All alone. He's a big three-point shooter, but he's blocked by Smith. Enrique retains possession, and here come the Tories on the run. Enrique. Nice little behind the back. The lefty flip is good. And that's how you swing momentum into your favor if you're La Jolla Country Day. 22-14. They're on a 10-2 run here. Honeycutt goes off the foot of Dang. Ball's batted around, taken away by Enrique and the Tories. Bajin with it, right wing. Back to Enrique, and he jams it home. 24-14. It's a 17-2 run for La Jolla Country Day, and they lead 24-14 with 5:26 to go here in the second quarter. During this timeout, we have an opportunity to thank Scorebook Live, who is the official content partner of the CIF and your destination for following all of your favorite teams and players. Head to scorebooklive.com for scores, live play-by-play, and more. Also, the LA Chargers fans as champions for football at all levels. The Chargers are proud to support CIF athletics. Learn more about the Chargers' work through Southern California at chargers.com/community. Well, as I mentioned, it's a long week of broadcasting here on the Prep Insider San Diego section stream. This is the first of what will be a 5-game week for me. Tomorrow I'll be up at Mission Hills for softball when they host Eastlake. Game time for that is 3:30. That's going to be a fun one. And then on Friday, well, the day off Thursday, on Friday, I'll be up at La Costa Canyon as they host Torrey Pines for the season finale. It'll be the Ballin' at the Beach is what they call it. It's a beautiful little strip up in Carlsbad. And then we finish off our week of broadcasting down near USD at Francis Parker High School, as they host Mission Hills boys basketball. Out of the timeout, Army-Navy in possession, down by 10. And then play goes errant down low. And I believe it stays with the Warriors. Army-Navy was up 12-6 at one point. Rather, 12-5. It's now 24-14. That's a 19-2 run for La Jolla Country Day. The gunner here, Huggins, under the hoop. Fresh shot clock into the corner, Honeycutt. And the zone defense back into effect. Honeycutt goes right at it, and Enrique can't get it. The board falls to Richard, goes up to Smith. Nice find on the cut to Altman. Push shot, no. Enrique with the follow. He's dominating on the glass for the Tories. He has 15 points to lead all scores. He has more points alone than Army-Navy has as a team. It's 26-14, and Enrique all alone, the reverse jam. 26-14. Richard Enrique getting his jumps in. Nice block by Altman, taken by Bajin, and he shows off the elevation. Timeout, Warriors. A dunk fest here in Smith Gymnasium, 28-14. 4:28 is where the clock stops, and we're going to step aside for a break. You're watching La Jolla Country Day taking on Army-Navy, our Prep Insider San Diego section. Game of the day brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. Back for more of the second quarter in a moment. Back here inside Smith Gymnasium, Jonathan Rifkind with you. 30-14, La Jolla Country Day was down 12-5 with 2:47 to go in the first quarter, and they have erupted over the ensuing 8+ minutes. In the backcourt, Huggins hands it off. Reed with it. Stutter step around Enrique, but the big man with the block, his second of the night. The body of Richard Enrique. He's really learning how to stay in control. He's so lengthy, and he's so quick. he's learning really to put it all together into a nice repertoire. 4:20 to go here in the half, and the pass from Reed goes into the stands. It was intended to his brother Ashton Reed. Perhaps a brotherly miscommunication right there. It happens to the best of us. And the turnover off the knee. Warriors get it back. Full court trap still in effect for Coach Gay's squad. Reed gets it back after the tip by Bajin. Honeycutt now beating the press to Dang. Back to Honeycutt. Nice give and go, but Honeycutt can't hit. And Enrique controlling now for the Tories. Finds way, uncontested. Lines up a three. It's long. And that's actually Grant Brown, getting his first minutes here. The freshman. A scrum on the floor, meanwhile, ensues. Reed able to get it after his brother saved it for the Warriors. And then a foul is called as Isaiah Reed turned on the Jets up the court. 30-14 score remains. 3:39 to go here in the second quarter. Chris Huggins with it side out. Isaiah Reed facing that 2-3 zone to Huggins straight away. They got to get Dang into the middle to try and open up the floor. And right there, they tried to get Huggins to Dang, but the ball sails out of play. Oya Country Day back with it. They're on a 25-2 run, going all the way back to the 3-minute mark of that first quarter. 3:27 to go here in the second. Jean finds Enrique. Now to Brown. Nice cut down low, but the block is good by Dang. Warriors coming the other way now. Reed, nice behind the back move. Though falls into a trap, and they'll call a foul. He got pushed out of play. Yannick Moore is coming back in. Jake Altman as well. Mark Bajin, Richard Enrique will take a seat. Two guys with some massive air ability being on display here in the opening half. 3:03 remaining, 30-14 Warriors basketball. Dang with it. Gets to Huggins, now Reed with it. That double on the trap is just so tough to beat. Honeycutt unloads for three. Banks it home. Last I checked, banks are open at 6:30 on a Tuesday night. 30-17. 13-point lead now for Country Day in possession of the basketball. Brown into the corner away. Back to Brown. Up top to Moores. 2:35 to go. Good facilitation by the Tories. And the pass is taken away by Reed, though he falls and a foul is called. I think he fell over a leg of a Tory. James Way will be charged with his first foul. Clock stops with 2:27 to go, and Tate Smith checks back in for Grant Brown. 13-point lead. Warriors trying to cut into it. They were down by as much as 16 in this game. They've been up by as much as 9, but that was in the mid part of the first quarter. 2:20 to go here in the second. Honeycutt with a hand in his face is about 4 feet long on it. Reed, though, chases down the rebound. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Goes to his brother, and he walks with it. Sometimes long strides, if you don't plant your pivot foot, you can slide with it. And Ashton Reed learned the hard way right there. Turnover, Country Day basketball. 2 minutes to play here in the second. 13-point lead. And Jake Allman was 2 points, but they opened up the game. Gets to Smith in and out on the three. Rebound to Dang. Reed now with it. And that's a lazy pass from Isaiah to Ashton Reed, but coast to coast goes Ashton, and a beautiful flip up and in for two. Figured he'd do it himself. 11-point lead for the Country Day Tories. Into the corner. Now Moore's with it. Little stutter step to the shoulder. Back out to Smith. He'll reset. 25 on the shot clock. Nice little spin there. The stutter by Altman and the beautiful lay in the finish. Nice footwork from the guard. 32-19. Lead back up to 13. Full court trap in effect. Reed with a minute 15 to play here in the second. Guns it up to Honeycutt. Now back to Reed. Tough baseline dribble into the corner, and just a slingshot of a release by Huggins. Honeycutt fights for the board, goes back up with it. It's short. Rebound falls to Moores. Under a minute to play here, second quarter. 32-19, Tories lead. Moores gets caught, finds Smith, goes baseline, uncontested, lays it in with the left hand. 34-19, Tories lead. 10-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Warriors in possession. Reed between Isaiah and Ashton, a little hot potato, and he finds his brother Isaiah, throws it off, and it'll stay with the Warriors. 10-second difference means the 32 on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock, 34-19 score remains. Warriors in possession. Huggins out of bounds, finds Isaiah Reed. Back to Huggins, pass into the corner is deflected, taken away. Nice bounce pass, but goes through the fingertips of Tate Smith. The Warriors get possession back. No shot clock, 26 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And Grant Brown reemerges for Tate Smith. Up 34-19 for La Jolla Country Day, but the Warriors in possession. Stolen by Way, uncontested. He lays it in for two. 14 seconds to go. This full court press has just been so hard to beat. And a turnover forced as Reed steps out of bounds. 36-19, 11 seconds to go. And the Tories with the side out on their own part of the court. Brock Williams, though, come back in here along with Finnegan McGonigal. The Reed brothers take a seat. Altman with it, 10 seconds to go in the half. Man-on-man D. Moores, right wing, hit a three to end the first, looking for one to end the second, and he splashes it home. Time runs out. 2 threes to end the first and second quarters go in for the sharpshooting Jonick Moores, and it's 39-19, the largest lead of the day here for Country Day, and it comes at halftime. Well, 10 minutes up on the clock means that we get to take a break. But before we do, here on the broadcast, we want to thank Mission Fed Credit Union, who's a proud partner of the CIF San Diego section, and also San Diego's largest member-owned, non-for-profit, full-service financial institution, exclusively serving San Diego County. Banking at Mission Fed means doing good for San Diego by putting money back into the communities through supporting and helping hundreds of local nonprofit organizations. Thank you to Mission Fed for all of your sponsorship. 9 minutes to go at halftime. We'll be back for the second half. You're watching La Jolla Country Day take on Army-Navy on the Prep Insider San Diego section basketball game of the day. Back in 8 minutes for the second half. 39-19. Tories up over the Warriors. Welcome back to Smith Gymnasium. Jonathan Rifkind with you as we get you set for the second half of action. La Jolla Country Day taking on the Army Navy Warriors, and in that first half, it was all La Jolla Country Day. Only 5 points scored for Army Navy in that second quarter, and the Tories have the ball with the lead up to 20, 39-19. The Tories lead as we begin the second half of action. It's going to be Tate Smith, Richard Enrique, Mark Bajin, Jake Altman, as Bajin can hit the lay-in, but gets fouled down low. And Jonick Moores, the 5 on the court for Coach DJ Gay to begin the second half of play. Army Navy shows Isaiah Reed, Chris Huggins, Jacob Honeycutt, Ashton Reed, and Garang Dang, the 5 on the court for head coach Bobby Huggins. And of the 7 field goals that Army Navy made back in that first half, only 2 came by way of not a three-pointer, as Mark Bajin can't make the front end of his trip here. Leading scorer on the day, Richard Enrique. He has 17 points to lead all scorers as Bajin cans the back end. And he now has 2 points on the day. Isaiah Reed with it, right wing. Nice cut to Honeycutt. Ball is taken away, though. Back, though, regained by Huggins. Reed, little stutter step, high arcing floater. Too hard. Reed tips it up to Mark Bajin. And he's going to try and yam it home, but elevated perhaps a little too early. Army Navy now with it. They have 5-on-4 advantage. Honeycutt. Dang. Right at Enrique. Tried to throw it out. Taken by Bajin and the Tories. Up 40-19. Moore's the lob to Enrique. He just comes down with it. The trap, though, on the block. Kicks it back out. Smith decides to reset back up to Mark Bajin. 7 minutes to go here. A minute into the second half. 40-19. Tories lead. Smith with it up top. Finds Enrique. Not much of a three-point shooter, but he'll try anyways. It's short. Hang with the board. Here come the Warriors now. Under 7 to play. Third quarter, second half. 2-3 zone defense in effect for Country Day. Ashton Reed with it up top. Goes into the middle. Finds Huggins. Nice bounce pass to Dang. That was perhaps the best offensive possession we've seen by the Warriors here tonight. Warriors coming into today 0-2. Losses to El Camino and Rancho Bernardo. They'll host Foothills Christian, Santa Fe Christian, and Orange Glen in their next 3 games. La Jolla Country Day has SFC back at home before hitting the road, and they're at Orange Glen and Torrey Pines the next 2 road games for them. Tate Smith corner. Nice dribble drive. A nice reverse is up, but too hard. Isaiah Reed with the board. Here come the Warriors now. 6 minutes to go. Third quarter. Enrique with the steal. Another turnover. And he's going to take it all himself. Stutter step, though. Bob Huggins' son, Chris Huggins, tips it out of play. And it stays with the Tories. Under 6 to play here in the third. 40-21. La Jolla Country Day maintains the lead. Under the hoop, Tate Smith with it. Uncontested Enrique, and he'll just throw it down. His third dunk here tonight. He's had some awe-inspiring ones, if you will. 21-point lead here for Country Day. Isaiah Reed with it. The double of Bajin and Altman comes, finds Huggins, free throw line jumper. Nice shot there. 42-23. He's easily their best shooter, but they haven't found him in space much here tonight. Bajin with it. Reed tight on him. Now Moores, little hot potato with Mark Bajin. Back to Moores. He's ended both the first and the second quarters with threes. Nice bounce pass. 12-footer. I believe it was tipped by Honeycutt on the shot from Altman. On the counter, here comes Reed. Into the corner. Honeycutt for 3 in and out. And the ball goes awry, taken away by Altman. Up the court to Moores, using his frame too hard. Rebound falls. But now Reed able to steal it. Here come the Warriors on the counter. Under 5 to play in the third. 42-23. Country Day with the lead. Ashton Reed with it. Goes to his brother Isaiah. Straight away. Ball is tipped by Enrique. His third block tonight. Rebounded by Morris, and he goes back. Altman will reset. 4.5 to go in the third. 42-23, Country Day with the lead. Beijing with it up top against the zone. Moore's into the corner. That's his shot, but it's short. Reed tracks down that board. Every starter for the Warriors has scored, but no more than 6 points as the reverse is too hard by Dang. The leading man right now is Jacob Honeycutt with 6 points for the Warriors. 4 minutes to go here, third quarter. 19-point lead for Country Day, 42-23. Full court swing here, cross court swing, I should say, into the corner. Smith tries a three and hits. His second three tonight, 45-23. He has 10 points now. Just the second to Torrey in double figures, but they are sharing that rock tonight. Reed crosses the timeline, picked up immediately by Altman. That tough defense finds Huggins straight away. Now Ashton Reed. Ball is tipped up by Altman, but into the corner it goes. For three, Isaiah Reed, too hard. Dang, rips down the rebound and lays it in for two. Second chance points at its finest for the Warriors, courtesy of Garang Dang. 20-point lead now for Country Day. 45-25, 3:12 to go here in the third. Beijing with it. Perimeter ball movement in effect. Smith just hit one from the corner. Give him two in a row. 13 points for Tate Smith. Timeout, Bobby Huggins. And the Warriors, 3 minutes to go here, 48-25. La Jolla Country Days lead up to 23, their largest of the evening so far. During the timeout, we have an opportunity to thank East Bay, who is the official athletic retail partner of the CIF and home to all your game day needs. With a wide selection of high-performance athletic apparel and shoes, East Bay will make sure you're ready to dominate the day. Head to eastbay.com to find your fit. Also want to thank Adventist Health, who congratulates all CIF student athletes, their schools, and supporting communities for their achievements. Your strength inspires us to do more than practice medicine. You inspire us to transform lives. Adventist Health, the official healthcare partner of the CIF. Together, inspired. Adventist Health does a great job, of course, putting us, the commoners, ahead of or in place of all the wonderful healthcare workers that are working on the front lines during this pandemic to make sure that, well, the semblance of normalcy in our lives. All right, out of the timeout, under 3 to go here in the third, 48-25, Country Day leads. Reed with it, goes to his brother, fires it into the corner. Nice touch pass down low from Honeycutt. He tried going to Mana R, but pass is taken away. And actually, excuse me, that's Isaac Glimka coming in for his first minutes here tonight. Perimeter ball movement. Last two possessions for the Tories have ended in corner threes, courtesy of Tate Smith, who was taken out during the last timeout. And Wike can hit, follows through contact, no on try number two, but he'll head to the line after the foul by Chris Huggins. 19 points for Richard Wike. He's been lighting it up. And just somebody who we called just a couple of games ago against Foothills Christian, and 2 games later, he's already cleaned up some of the footwork problems that we saw. It's the front end here, 49-25, 24-point lead, the largest here for La Jolla Country Day. Can't hit the back end. 20 points, though, for Enrique here on the night. Isaiah Reed with it. Beijing awaiting him at the timeline, right here in front of us. Tough defense. And Reed loses it. Coach Huggins was calling for a timeout to our right, but whistle far side stopped play. Foul goes against James Way and Country Day. So side out Warriors, trailing by 24, 2:09 remaining here in the third quarter. They've led by as much as 9. That was when they were up 12-4, rather 12-3, but since then it's been all La Jolla Country Day. Huggins gets trapped into the corner. Honeycutt looking for his third three. No, it's too hard. Altman gets the board, fires it up to Beijing, trapped by Reed, and then he stepped over the timeline and back, and you're not allowed to go back in time on the basketball court. So it's a backcourt violation and a turnover. Warriors basketball. Nice defense by Reed to force that one. Under 150 to play here in the third, 49-25, Country Day leads. Huggins with it. Now Reed, back to Huggins. At the free throw line, turns, shoots, short. Way with the board. 1:30 to play here in the third quarter. Country Day with a 24-point firm lead right now against that 3-2 zone defense. It's changed to try and stop the three-point barrage by the Tories. Left wing Beijing takes a step inside, back out way into the corner. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Brown into the middle, and Wike tried to find a cutting way, was able to get it back and make something out of nothing. He fought through contact. Will go to the line for two. Isak Glimka, rather, with the foul. 6'3" senior. Jonik Moore is getting ready to check in here after the first free throw. 109 is where the clock stops here in the third quarter. 49-25 the score. Front end for Way is good, the freshman. Very young team for Coach DJ Gay. James Way, a freshman. Grant Brown, a freshman. Then a bunch of juniors, Tate Smith, Richard Enrique, Jonik Moores, Mark Begin. Sophomore Jake Altman. Sophomores Anthony Rufo. I mean, this is a young team. They're all going to be back next year. And with the way that they're playing right now, I assume they're going to continue the momentum throughout the season. They're going to be one of the scarier teams in the San Diego section in 2021, the fall season. Nice move from Huggins. Can't hit left shoulder. Rebound to Reed, and he follows for two. Way to get in position for Ashton Reed following the shot. 51-27. La Jolla Country Day with a 24-point lead. Into the corner, Brown. Dribble drive stop. Back out Begin. Touch pass into the corner. Altman for three. Short, nice contest by Honeycutt. And with 30 seconds to go and no shot clock, Isaiah Reed behind the back lays it in for two. 23 seconds to go in the third, and I hear Coach Gay to my left yelling last shot, but Altman turns it over. 18 seconds to go in the third. Warriors with possession of the basketball. It's a Reed up top, and he'll reset. Picked up by Altman. Nice move by Reed. Flips it into the corner. Honeycutt for three, and it's good. With 2 seconds to go in the quarter, fired it up. Yannick Moores will not count if it goes. And the third three of the evening for Jacob Honeycutt cuts this lead to 19, 51-32 at the end of three. We'll step aside for our final break of the evening. You're watching La Jolla Country Day taking on Army-Navy on the Prep Insider CIF San Diego section. Boys basketball game of the day brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. 51-32, Tories up. Back for the fourth quarter in a moment. Back here inside Smith Gymnasium. La Jolla Country Day up by 19, 51-32 for the fourth and final quarter of action. Warriors will begin possession of the basketball, trailing by 19. Isaiah Reed, with it. Finnegan McGonigal. Ashton Reed. Down low is Isak Glimka. 5 on the court, as well as Jacob Honeycutt, and a three for Ashton Reed. His first three tonight, 51-35. Slowly chipping away here for the Warriors. Mark Begin, Jake Altman, Richard Enrique, Jonik Moores, and James Way, as Enrique showing the muscle down low in the post hits. Those are the 5 on the floor for Coach DJ Gay. 2-3 zone defense for the Tories, up 53-35. Reed facing that zone, tries to go down low in sneaky fashion. But he saw Glimka, as tall as he is, couldn't reach that one. Turnover here for the Warriors, gives the ball back to the Tories. 7:13 to go in the game. Begin looking for some help, finds Way, stolen by Reed, but he loses possession. Regardless, that was great disruption. That is great disruption in the backcourt by Ashton Reed. Ball stays with Tories, full court to go. And Huggins getting ready to check in here. Gumka going to take a seat. All right, in the corner, inbound Torres. Bajin loses it off his shoulder, and that's a turnover forced by Ashton Reed. He gets rewarded from his hard work in the full court press. He gets one back here for the Warriors, down by 18 with 7:09 to go in the fourth. Under the hoop, Huggins, ready to go. Lobbing it in, taken by Isaac Reed, finds his brother Ashton into the corner. Huggins for three, yes! Great perimeter ball movement by the Warriors, 53-38. The lead is cut down. And then oh, that's unfortunate for Isaac Reed. Oh, they're giving it. They're giving the ball to Army-Navy. It looked like it hit off of Altman and back off of him out of bounds, but they're saying that ball was already out of play. Oh, nope, there it is. Now they're giving it back to the Tories. So it was a heads-up play by Isaiah Reed. Just the wrong place on the ricochet off the body of Altman, and then ball goes out of play on the miscommunication. Turnover by the Tories, and the Warriors get it back. This is how you get back in a scrappy basketball game, folks. And now we see some defensive substitution. Tate Smith comes in along with Grant Brown. Bajin and Altman take a seat. 6:55 is where the clock stops. Under the hoop here, fresh shot clock for the Warriors, down 53-38. A three could make things really interesting. Reed, baseline, got tied up off the fingertips of Smith. It'll stay with the Warriors. Huggins under the hoop. Once again, 31 seconds on the shot clock. Into the corner, Honeycutt. Baseline dribble, bounce pass into the middle. Intended for McGonigal is bounced around, and it stays with the Warriors off of Brown. 6:45 to play here. 53-38. Warriors in possession. 25 seconds now on the shot clock. This is their third reset here on this possession. Into the corner, Honeycutt. Gets set, fires the three off the top of the backboard. Take a step to his left, didn't compensate for the change in direction right there with the shot. And it goes back to the Tories. 6:40 rather remaining here in the fourth. 15-point lead for La Jolla Country Day. Way finds Enrique, and he'll bring it up. Now to Smith. Grant Brown to Morse. That's how you beat the zone. You go into the middle, you find into the corner, wave for three, got fouled, can't hit. He'll go to the line for three. Ashton Reed a little too aggressive on the closeout. So James Way puts himself in position for three free throws, up 53-38, 6:25 to go. And the Warriors had all the momentum here in the fourth quarter, but Way, with these three free throws, as he hits the first, can really shift the momentum back to La Jolla Country Day. Teeing up the middle, hits. He's a very good free throw shooter and one of the more productive fundamental players for Coach DJ Gay's squad. James Way will play a big part in his 4 years at Country Day. 3 for 3 for Way from the line, 55-38. 56 now, rather, 38. 6:20 to go here in the fourth. Isaiah Reed with it, picked up by Brown. And now that 2-3 zone defense back into effect. Middle Huggins, Reed, nice pass down low. McGonigal up against Enrique, can't hit. The long body of Enrique forcing major disruption. Outlet pass up to Moore's, back out. Richard Enrique, long stutter step. He tried to jam that one through. Left it short, and then Isaiah Reed got hit in the side of the head. I think he connected with the hip of Tate Smith. It was completely unintentional, but that doesn't make it hurt any less. He's okay, though. It's good to see. Isaiah Reed, the main facilitator, worked so hard to get all the pieces in position for his offense, make sure everybody has the best possible shot at the helm for a Warriors team that is just getting their feet wet in the season, just game number 3 for them. And what'll be a long road through the end of May. Huggins with it up top. McGonigal with it, facing that double. Ball stays on the perimeter. Now Reed flying down baseline, but he trips and falls, and that's a travel. Such a tough call to have to deal with because as a point guard, there's not much you can really do about that. Turnover here for the Warriors gives it back to Country Day. 56-38 score. 5:42 to go here in the fourth. Full court press now for the Warriors. Smith against the Reed brothers. Up top in week A. Morris already has 3 threes tonight in the corner. Maybe looking for another. No, goes back up top to Smith. 23 on the shot clock. Smith unloads a 28-footer off left, and Weeke, get big, big man. Follows for 2. 20-point lead now for Country Day. 5:18 to go here in the fourth. Reed, nice pass up top. Huggins, Honeycutt in the corner. This one looks more on target than the previous, but too hard. Smith with the rebound in transition. Want to lob it up, but Enrique didn't like it, so instead he comes down with it and jams it home. Under 5 to play here in the fourth, 60-38. Isaiah Reed with it, picked up by Smith at midcourt. And Reed working on Smith. Loses it, gets it back. Smith takes it away. It's a one-on-one. Smith versus Reed. And Smith able to win the matchup there with a lay-in. 24-point lead. Country Days led by as much as 25 in the game today. 4:30 to go here in the fourth, and a foul by James Way up top. As Garang Dang's going to check back in here. The guard tandem of Mark Bajin. Jake Altman will check in for La Jolla Country Day. Finnegan and McGonigal will take a seat for the Warriors. 5:31 to go, 62-38 inbounds right in front of us here for the Warriors. Right wing Huggins, nice cut to Ashton Reed. Tried to stutter step, lost possession, and throws it away. Up until the end, that was the perfect move on the give and go. But if you're Ashton Reed, you just go up and you finish it. You never know. If you have some faith in yourself, you float it up, it probably goes in. Very well executed until the turnover by the Warriors. Altman with it. Turning on the Jets to bring it up court and resets. 4:15 to play here in the fourth. Down low and Weeke. Too short on the lay-in. Nice hand by Dang. Was able to get in there and disrupt it. Reed with it up top. Huggins straight away. Ashton Reed. Rainbow 3 off the back iron. Nice rebound by Honeycutt. Turns and shoot from the free throw line. No. Gets the offensive rebound. Kicks it back out. Huggins tees up a 3 short. And Weeke decides no more offensive rebounds while I'm down low. Locks it down for the Tories. 62-38. Tories lead in possession of the basketball. 3:30 to play here in the game. Moore's with it left wing. Picked up by Huggins. Huggins calls off the double. First forces more on that shoulder. Back up in Weeke. He tries a 10-footer. Really short. Dang with the board. Here come the Warriors now. Isaiah Reed. Into the corner. Now baseline. Fires it into the corner. Honeycutt for 3. Beautiful play by Isaiah Reed to Jacob Honeycutt. 62-41. That is now probably the best offensive possession from Army-Navy. Just phenomenal ball movement. And a zip into the corner to find the open Honeycutt. Up top and Weeke. Now Altman with it. 2:55 to go here in the fourth. Ball moving across the perimeter here. Taken away by Honeycutt. Courtesy of Brown. Ashton Reed with it. Stops. Tries another 3. This one falls. Back-to-back threes for the Warriors. Signs of life. Down by 18 with 2:30 to go. It might be too little, too late in terms of time, but for a Warriors team that is playing just their third game of the season, any momentum that you can build is important, and they are playing really good basketball here through the final stretch of this game. Country Day dominated the middle minutes of the ball game, and since then it's been largely back and forth. Moore's with it, turns the corner. The big man using his body gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. I think Chris Huggins might be tallied with that one. Indeed he is. Leading scorer on the game, Richard Nweke, he has 26 points. On the other side, 12 points for Jacob Honeycutt leads the Warriors. Front end here for the sharpshooter, Jonick Moores is short. 2:07 remaining here in the ball game, 62-44. Country Day leads. Back end is good for Moores. Alex Paulson checks in for his first minutes here. Isaiah Reed. Had it tipped, got it back, but the pass from Huggins down low to Dang. No, and Enrique all along. We know what he can do. Richard Enrique decides that gravity doesn't exist for him with these jams. 65-44, a buck 40 to play here in the game. 1 minute, 41 seconds now. Ball tipped out of play, stays with the Warriors. Mana's going to come in, take his spot on that shoulder, and give rest to Isaiah Reed, who's had a heck of a game facilitating things here for Army-Navy. A 2-3 zone defense in effect. High post Huggins, left shoulder jumper, no. Nice board by Dang, and he puts it in. Second chance points in effect. 1 minute 27 and counting here in the ball game. 65-46. Country Day up by 19. Brown with it, back up top, and Mark Bajin takes a breath. Now the matchup, Dang versus Enrique. Enrique has a game-high 26. Moores, left wing with 15 on the shot clock, begins his drive. Down low, Enrique uncontested, to float it in. This guy is all over the place tonight. Under a minute to play, he has 28 to lead all scorers. Now he has 30, 67-46. Country Day with the lead. Ashton Reed swings it right wing. Paulson back to Huggins now. And the pass to a wide open Reed down low sails over his head out of bounds. 2-second difference now between shot clock and game clock for Country Day, up 67-46. Bajin calling out the plays. Picked up by Reed in the backcourt. Crossing the timeline now, far baseline. Moores all alone decided not to go up with it, and then he flips it up and in for two. No shot clock now, 69-46, 23-point lead for Country Day. And Reed, with 6 seconds to go, begins his drive. Why not flip it up? Ball's battled around, and Enrique with it. And that will be the game. The final from Country Day. The Tories move to 6-1 on the season. They win 69-46. 0-3 now for Army-Navy. And a day with Foothills Christian in 2 days back at home. That'll be a good one. SFC comes to town 3 days from now to take on Country Day, and what'll also be a phenomenal day of basketball. Well, what an evening of hoops begins our week of broadcasting. I'll be back on the air tomorrow for some softball. 3:30 is our first pitch time up at Mission Hills as they host Eastlake for one of the best that you can get in the San Diego section. But for everybody who made our broadcast possible, special thanks to Army-Navy and our friends here at La Jolla Country Day. Ed Arufo on camera, Jonathan Rifkin on play-by-play. I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, have a great rest of your night. Country Day wins 69-46. Have a great evening.